Welcome, everyone. We're having a blast here going through the Plutonia Experiment episodes. Me personally, am really enjoying playing these levels because they're ones that I kind of only skimmed over when this map set first came out in the 90s, when Final Doom came out. So it is nice to revisit them, albeit in this crazy mod that we've developed in this kind of silly premise for a show about Doom levels. Regardless, we're at map 7. Which is called Caughtyard, and I think that's kind of interesting for a couple reasons. Number one, it implies open space, and number two, map 7 of Doom 2, which, you know, this is kind of structured off of, is of course a boss map. Dead simple, one of my favorites of all time, actually. And it looks like immediately from how we start off this level that we're going to get a very similar kind of simplified experience. So if you're into wide open spaces and a lot of shooting, I think this is going to be the kind of map for you. This looks very deathmatch coded already. You can see, I like how this dude is like walking, like they really went out of their way to do this, to make it kind of look like a prison yard. Like, and this dude is just walking back and forth. Like, I don't think you can actually script them to do that. I think they kind of had to manipulate some things in the level to make that happen, which is really neat. You can see we're getting greeted now by quite a bit of revenants, which is kind of the unofficial mascot of the Plutonia Experiment episodes. We also have a couple, a yellow key and a megasphere. We have to figure out how to get both of those. It looks like there is one secret in the map, and I can't, there's our Baron that we didn't have last episode. I gotta imagine that this map cannot be that big. It looks, again, very square, very simple. Obviously, we'll need the yellow key for that, which may very well be the exit or lead us to it. I don't know. There's a suspicious platform. And now, curious, how do we get down? Because, okay, looks like there might be a couple little spots. Oh, okay. We just run onto those. Oh. Of course, we love a nice archvile sighting. And we're already at over 1 million, which is pretty crazy. We do have a nice moat. This looks like a repurposed prison in some ways. Or some type of very small base. It's not huge. Alright, I'm looking at all the different teleporters here, because we're probably going to have to try each one. We tried the one in the lower right-hand corner. Now we're going to try this one. Okay. Or was it the lower left-hand corner? I don't remember. Okay, I think these all lead the same place. So we do have the yellow key, though. That's right. So we may need to actually make our move now towards... This is probably going to be a short episode. I just realized, like, let's do a save just in case this... I don't think this is going to end the level. Oh, okay. This is going to cause some enemies to transport in. Certainly a vibe. I mean, it's nice. It reminds me of the forts in Skyrim a little bit, which obviously this predates that by about 15 years, which is crazy because it's been 15 years since Skyrim came out. So it does look like now we've got some platforms raised, so that's very convenient. Nice for controlling what guests do and don't enter your property. If a moat itself wasn't enough, you have like a smart moat. I like to think that it's Bluetooth powered and you can probably raise those with your phone. This is going to lower in an ominous fashion. And okay, I see the exit down there. Clearly, that's where we need to go. But let's make sure that we've grabbed everything because this looks like it's going to be a one-way trip. Not that we can't come back. But just in case, I'm going to pop a save. And just the quality of the enemies alone and some of the items have really already raised the value of this to a pretty high amount. We are missing our secret, so backtracking is in order. Oh, there it is right there. How convenient. we've seen this a couple of times now in the map where backtracking at the very end can reward you. I do think we did miss an item up top though, just because there's no other items down there. And it's just a simple rocket, so I can't be too mad at myself for that one. Pretty quick jaunt through here, I would say, for a nice wide open area. You know, maybe you use it to securely store some vehicles. You know, maybe if you're into collecting vehicles, this would be a good place. As long as you don't mind storing them outdoors, but they're still, you know, walled in. I think Caughtyard is the place for you. 1.4 million. Dario Casali putting his stamp on Plutonia Experiment Final Doom yet again. We have been rocking and rolling. I will say that whether it be a combination of just the maps themselves, the fact that we're using God mode now, or just because I'm so awesome, the episodes have been getting shorter. So hopefully no more of those like 30-minute runs through things like Black Tower or a couple of the ones on TNT. I know were really crazy. Some of them I actually had to record 3 or 4 times. This has been a much more streamlined, pleasant experience, and we hope to keep that pace up. So, you know, you will see days where we'll have multiple episodes. Don't be surprised. You also see days when we don't have any episodes because my schedule is random. I do like random. And hopefully you like this channel. I've rambled on long enough to kind of pad the length here. Subscribe, and we'll see you next time on This Old Doom.